again. The following morning, I wanted to go over this side and everything you need to do to remove this valve cover. Okay, that side was difficult because I forgot to mention, but this bracket here, let's see if it can focus down there. Anyways, what the power steering fluid is connected to, the reservoir is connected to, this bracket down there has, I believe it's 10mm bolts down there that hold the bracket in place. It's really hard to get to. You have to use a crescent wrench, and it takes a really long time, especially with the bolt that's right here. There's two, one there and one here. If you want to make life really easy on you, you could probably, I'm going to say probably because I don't know, you might be able to fit like a air compressor, automatic crescent, whatever, ratchet. Well, I'm not sure what they're called. I'm not a mechanic. I don't know all the names for all these tools. But anyways, air compressor driven ratchet. Because it just takes a long time with the crescent wrench to remove it. All right, over here, this side's not too difficult. I'm gonna add an addendum. It's really easy to get to most of these bolts. But what you have to do is this thing. It's plugged up over here. It's got this little battery relay, whatever it is, that's up against the wall and on top of this. Anyways, you gotta remove this. So that's a bolt over here, and then this thing's got a bolt or a couple bolts in it as well. This actually goes on top, like it's actually, this piece is actually in front, on the front of this. Anyway, so you gotta get that out of your way and make it so you can move it. Removing the battery helps a little bit with some of the stuff up here. You don't have to remove the battery. I'm actually just charging it, and I didn't remove it to reach everything. All right, so these two pieces have to be removed. The other thing is this hose right here. Sorry, sun's glaring. All right, so this radiator hose right here, it plugs into right there. You see where I've got a glove over that pipe? That's where it plugs into. It's the only pipe I could remove. This pipe right here is crimped on back there, so you can't remove it. Neither can you remove those over right there and there. So you're kind of limited in space towards the back. Right here, this is where it connects to the PCV valve, which I just bought a new one because they just let's see, they had this bolt shoved up into this tube right here. So anyways, I guess they wanted to save $4 or something. But anyways, so I got a new PCV valve, and that's right there, and that's, I've got it so it'll hook back in again. Anyways, that was just open. Yeah, I don't know. Strange. Anyways, so the next thing you have to do is the electrical belt, just like what we did on the other side where we had to disconnect all of the connectors. You literally do. When you first look at it, you're like, wow, how am I even supposed to reach some of them? They're really, really far back there. There's multiple electrical connectors. Let's see if I can focus back into the dark. Yeah, so even way back here, you've got to undo. Right, way back here, you can't even see it. Okay, right back here, you've got to undo all the way. You got to undo the entire thing because there's no way you can reach this. Man, I can't even show you on the camera. All right, behind that last one back there that I was touching, behind this piece right here on the other side of it, is the final bolt to get to. That is the hardest bolt to get to. That would be a great place to use one of those air compressor ratchets because there's not enough space back there. What I did use that worked to be able to reach it was I only had a 5/16. They didn't have 8mm. That was something else I was going to mention. These bolts fit pretty pretty perfectly into an 8mm. This right here is 8mm, and there's no wiggle. In a 5/16 there's a slight bit of wiggle, but not much, so you could also use 5/16. The 5/16 seem to fit better on a few of the bolts, so it's just a very, very, very slight difference. Anyways, so 5/16 or 8mm. So anyways,